So let's start today by reviewing what a living thing is and what a non-living thing is. This slide explains to us what a living thing is. It says living things grow, move, reproduce. That means that they make more of themselves or they can make babies. And they need food, air, and water to survive. So in this picture, you see two examples of living things. You see a bee, and you also see a flower. Non-living things are things that cannot grow, move, breathe, and reproduce. So have babies or make more of themselves. So today we're going to read a book about living and non-living things to remind our brains about what we've learned in our class. Everything on our planet can be organized into two groups: things that are living and things that are non-living or not alive. Scientists use the word living to describe anything that is alive or was once alive. So, a dead tree or a dinosaur is living because it used to be alive. Living things are plants, animals, and people, and they have several things in common. So you see a tree, that's an example of a plant. A duck, which is an example of an animal, or I guess here it's really a duckling. And people, which are a great example of living things. Living things have a life cycle. They are born, they grow, and then they die. That is why something like a dead tree or a dinosaur would still be called living, because it used to be alive, but it's something that has now died. Living things need food or nutrients that it would get from the soil if it's a plant, water, and air to grow and survive. So I know in this picture you see a sun and clouds, but it's just representing air for us because obviously we can't take a picture of air. Some living things are producers and make their own food, like trees and plants. Some living things are consumers and eat plants, animals, or both to survive. Ugh, check out this guy down here. It looks like he caught some bug dinner. All living things reproduce and make offsprings or babies. Plants make seeds so more plants can grow. So that's how plants reproduce. They have seeds. Animals and people make babies that grow in an egg or grow inside the mother's body. I love these sweet pictures of these baby animals. Now let's review non-living things. It says scientists use the word non-living to mean something that was never alive. So down here, you see a picture of some crayons. Are crayons ever alive? Do they breathe? Do they move or grow? Can they have babies? No, crayons have never been alive. That's why they're called non-living. Non-living things do not have a life cycle. So they are not born, they do not grow, and they do not die. Just like these clothes down here, they don't have a mom or a dad. They don't grow. That's why we have to buy new clothes when we grow. And they don't die. Objects that are non-living do not need food, air, or water. So, if these were real bears, they definitely would need food, air, and water. But a teddy bear doesn't need those things. Things that are non-living cannot reproduce and make offspring or babies. A chair can't make another chair. Non-living things can be found in nature, like rocks and mountains. Or they can be man-made, like a cup or a clock.